Welcome to our Scripps News Group's special coverage of the passing of Pope Francis. I'm Joe St. George. Over the course of the next 30 minutes,
the first Jesuit to hold the papacy. Since his election in 2013, he has become a symbol of humility, reform, and deep compassion. His papacy has been marked not by opulence or grand proclamations, but by a deep, deliberate effort to reconnect the church with the people it serves, especially those on the periphery. In a rare interview with CBS's 60 Minutes in 2024, Pope Francis once again reminded the world why he is seen as a spiritual and moral compass for many. He spoke of the globalization of indifference, a term he's used throughout his pontificate. "People wash their hands," he said plainly, referencing the modern tendency to witness human suffering, be it war, poverty, or migration, and simply look the other way. To him, this hardening of the heart is one of the greatest spiritual crises of our time. The Pope's appeal is not just religious, it's profoundly human. He urges the world to soften, to care, and to act. When asked about the wars in Ukraine and Gaza, his response was direct. Please stop the war. In his eyes, peace is not just a political necessity, it is a moral imperative. A negotiated peace is always better than an endless war, he declared. His appeal to world leaders carried the weight of his role, but also the simplicity of a man who has seen too much suffering. Pope Francis doesn't shy away from controversy, but he also doesn't wade into politics for spectacle. Instead, he focuses on people, on dignity, mercy, and reconciliation. The rise of anti-Semitism and religious hatred has also drawn his concern. "Any anti is always bad," he said firmly. For him, faith is never about exclusion. He draws a clear line between political critique and hatred of a people. "You can criticize governments," he noted, "but not peoples." His call for understanding between faiths is rooted in his deep commitment to interreligious dialogue, a hallmark of his outreach over the past decade. Sexual abuse within the church has been one of the gravest challenges to his papacy. He has often said that while reforms have been made, Pope Francis remains steadfast that abusers must face the full weight of justice. "It cannot be tolerated," he said. For him, restoring the church's moral credibility requires a zero-tolerance approach and ongoing efforts to protect the vulnerable. One of the most talked about moments from his recent interview came when he discussed blessings for same-sex couples. While upholding the church's doctrine on sacramental marriage, he emphasized a radical openness to blessing individuals. The blessing is for everyone. Everyone. Though this stance has stirred both praise and criticism, it reflects his broader philosophy that every person, regardless of background or orientation, deserves dignity and spiritual inclusion. This openness extends to other social issues as well. On surrogacy, he expressed moral reservations, particularly when it becomes commercialized, but he was also careful to stress that each situation must be evaluated thoughtfully and compassionately. "There is a general rule," he said, "but you have to go into each case in particular." This nuanced approach, neither harsh nor permissive, underscores his desire to bring moral clarity without abandoning empathy. In response to conservative critics within the church who see his reforms as dangerous or radical, Francis is unapologetic. A conservative is one who sticks to heroic men who have hopes and dreams, women who look to the future, the yang. "That gives me a lot of hope. People want to live. People forge ahead. And people are fundamentally good. We are all fundamentally good. Sometimes we are a little mischievous sinners, but the heart is good." As his papacy continues into its second decade, Pope Francis shows no sign of retreating from difficult conversations. Whether addressing the poor, the persecuted, or the powerful, he speaks with the same quiet strength. He is, at his core, a pastor of souls, one who walks not ahead of the flock, but among them. We hope you guys love this